Hey, how you guys doing? This is Ivy Eichel, and yeah, I got some really cool stuff to show you. First, I'm going to show you a survival-friendly tree farm that I found that I put on my survival map. Um, Let me actually change it to easy. Hey, I wish they would actually make it so you could save your mode for each map, because I hate it when I change it to peaceful for creative, and then I have to change it back to easy or normal for survival. But anyway, so yeah, this is a tree farm, and it's actually Mumbo's design. And yeah, so let's just take a quick little look at it. I'm actually been building up a little bit of wood here. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to get a stack of 63 plus 22 of whatever material you have in it. Um, so yeah, let's check it out. Here's a couple safety features. This is the off mode. If you have some kind of malfunction or something, you can just shut the whole thing off. And then this indicates when this light shuts off, it's time to mine the wood. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 different woods for you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and do birch, some spruce, which is actually the hardest wood to do, and we're going to do some oak. Alrighty, so the hardest one to do is spruce, and the reason why is that it makes a bigger tree than normal, so you're limited by a space of 8 here. It's 10 if you count the ceiling. If I remove the entire ceiling, it would still block it because of the smart piston up there, but anyway, let's go ahead and do this. It takes a lot more bone meal than normal because you have to get the right size tree. And yeah, so it is expensive, but if you have a like for instance, I have a skeleton mob farm, this is no problem for me. So what we do is we go ahead and start it up. I have it on the highest speed possible, and which is actually really fast. You have to actually know when to shut it off. I know that 2 blocks from that sand is when I need to shut it off, and then you just hit the retraction. I have a safety feature so that it cannot break when it's retracting. It just basically stops. The pistons can no longer move. The one you're hearing is actually the monostable. And there you go. So if you're switching from tree to tree, you do have to mine out this grass. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't want to waste any bone meal, so yeah, go ahead and just mine this out. Otherwise, you can actually just grow one after another on top of each other, but let's go ahead and put this back in the chest. We're going to go ahead and do our, these are actually the best trees to do. They're perfect for this height. You get them in 1 bone meal, so yeah, just really nice. And go ahead and hit the on button, send it up. So like I said, too high right there, and then we'll retract it. You can see that this is quite fast. No sand breaking, pretty user friendly. And so let's go ahead and put this back, and I'm going to go ahead and collect these saplings real quick. And so yeah, as in the title, it talks about a fully automatic one, and my friend Reese came onto my map the other day and just made an amazing fully automatic farm, and we're going to look at that on my flat map here. I just wanted to show you the one I chose for survival, and it's Mumbo Jumbo's, but it does have to be converted to the Xbox, and I'll show you that. It's a real simple just block change, and I thought you guys might be interested in it. Because it is really helpful to have this. I'm in the safety of a building. Don't have to worry about something killing me. And I can do it at night or day or whenever I need the wood. So that's what makes it good. And yeah, just really convenient. So let's go ahead and do the last setting of oak, and then I'll jump onto my flat map. Now here is a thing I was going to mention too, but I was going to wait until we got on the creative. Was sometimes it grows a tree so small it's not even really worth using the machine, but it breaks the pressure plate and then it just disintegrates. So I'm actually going to change it so that the piston's back further, and it extends it from back further. That way my pressure plate's going to be here instead. But anyway, I'll get to that, and yeah. So let's just go ahead and just send it up. It's actually so fast that it doesn't even really register what it's really doing. Sometimes it looks like it's not actually moving, but it is. Yeah, well, I will say one thing, if you do use wood pressure pads, it's really cheap to just grab another one. It's not exactly, too hard to do. And yeah, so I'm actually going to just let that die off and put my bone meal back, and I'm going to go ahead and replace this pressure plate real quick. And yeah, that's something I'm going to patch for sure, because I really don't like having to replace that. I think it's an Xbox 360 thing, to be honest, because it doesn't do that on the PC. So yeah, this wasn't designed for the Xbox, it was designed for the PC, and I converted it over, so yeah. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for my survival world. So I'm going to go ahead and save progress and go ahead and load the map, and I'm going to cut that out, so I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, so here we are. There's the prototype for Mumbo's. We're going to take a look at that, then we're going to take a look at Reese's automatic tree farm, and I will say that it's probably a first. I mean, when I say fully automatic, you push one button and it does everything for you, and then also on top of that it has two modes. It can actually do any tree you want to, and spruce including, and yeah, just awesome. And yeah, so this one's mine. It's incompleted. I haven't even decided what I want to do with it yet, but since I do have a couple minutes, and I'm probably going to make this video just a little bit longer than normal, yeah. So in the amount of time that it took me to decide what I wanted to look like, where I wanted my controls, how I want the layout, Reese actually built this whole thing, and that's amazing. In an hour he made, he basically watched a tutorial just like I did. We watched Mumbo's tutorial on this. We converted it over. We converted this, and then yeah, we converted it over, and based on his design, seemed like the most reliable and user-friendly. We started building our own separate devices, and he made a fully automatic one in the same amount of time that it took me to do this one. And I'm not even close to done with it. I don't even know if that's what I want to do. But let's go ahead and look at his. And just to bring it up, Reese has actually become so good at redstone lately. Well, not even lately, just he's really good at redstone. And yeah, my elevator was really complicated. It took me 6 months. He threw this together in about an hour. So yeah, I think in the future, if Reese actually goes and gets a capture card and that stuff, you're going to be hearing about him a lot. He is going to be really popular on YouTube because I've seen his stuff. He just recently released a seamless 5x5, which is a first for the Xbox 360. Nobody has ever made that on the Xbox, and people on the PC have barely begun to make those. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at his automatic tree farm. Now I already grew a tree. You can see this wood here, or I'm sorry, this dirt. It automatically retracts. Everything's fully automatic. goes up to the exact perfect height, resets, goes back it up. It's just awesome. And then once it's done, you'll see the jeb pop back up, and bam, you got your thing. And then so you can grow any kind you want to. You can grow spruce. You hit the spruce button, it drops it down lower so that you can actually get a tree. And there you go. And then you hit the fully automatic button. Go ahead and watch this thing from a distance. It grows a tree. Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Yeah, so this is Reese's fully automatic farm. Just awesome. So me and Reese worked on this cell. Now I will say this is actually Reese's concept. He had built this when I had built another one, but it's based upon another design. So this design is based upon a smart piston. And what is a smart piston? This is a smart piston. When you add in a block, it automatically completes the circuit, pushing the block forward, and then this one works in the reverse. And so that's what we got. We got a smart cell, and I'm calling it the Reese's smart cell is what I'm calling it. And so what it does is, if you can imagine, you load this in from on the top up here using the smart cell, and it fills up all 4 of these, and as soon as it gets down here, it completes the circuit, pushes it forward. Yeah, just real nice and smooth, and guess what? Tileable. Basically all you need to do is extend this out 15, and that would be your limit. You probably wouldn't want to do any more than that, but if you did want to, you could actually just make another cell here, and bam, you got a smart and completely remote. You know, it has to actually have wood given to it in order to do what it needs to do. Really smart design. But let's look at the actual cell itself, because it is awesome. So is his this is just amazing. I'm going to do a little quick fly through here just to show you how amazing this thing is, considering that he threw it together in about an hour. Really nice design. As far as a tutorial, I will not do one for you. Main reason why is that this is not my design, and I'm not going to take advantage of a friend because this is his design, and I'm giving full credit to him on this. I will say that this smart cell design is based upon another thing, and let's go ahead and take a look at what that is. This is a block update that uses a minecart, and what we did was we got rid of the minecart, and the reason why is that if you put redstone next to this, it will break the minecart when it gets updated. You can see it's powering. Now, nothing happened there, but if I put it up one higher, it will break the minecart, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to replace it. So, if you look at this design, you can see that that cell has roots with that bud. But instead of using a bud, we basically use a smart cell, and so that's what this is. This is Reese smart cell. That's what I'm calling it. And yeah, all it takes is for you to complete the circuit, and it moves, and that's it. Completely remote. You could go up to 12 blocks away, and that's just awesome. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys would like more on this, I would say I would post a link to Reese's channel, but he gets spammed enough as it is. But if you guys do know how to contact him on his YouTube, tell him to get a capture card, because you guys would love to see his work and have him make some tutorials on this great stuff. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And as a final note, I did want to say that for any of you guys that may not know, Cube Hamster just made a new video, and yeah, I was going to say, we should give him some support during the 1.5 changeover on the PC. probably something like 80% of his stuff was broken, and then later on it was more like 70. But I couldn't imagine myself, this stuff that I make over here, an update coming in and breaking every single thing. I would be so pissed off. And yeah, so I was gonna say, if you guys can, subscribe, and tell Cube Hamster, to come on back. And yeah, I really love seeing his work. His stuff inspires me. My floor-to-floor elevator is based upon, I seen his elevator and went, I would like to have my own version of that. I don't want to make his, I want to make my own. And it inspired me. And so yeah, I hope you guys can help me out there. And yeah, show some support, like and subscribe. And of course, have a good one. Later.